Let's see what we got. Testing one, two, three. It looks like I am going live, right? Yeah, yeah. All right. What's up everybody? On this beautiful Sunday, it's 9:15. Market opens up tomorrow, 9:16. And we got a jam-packed week, right? Fed is going to is it the 18th, which is what would that be, Wednesday, going to announce their actual rate cut decision. So honestly, with that being in mind, I think the market will run up. This is my prediction. I think we will run up for the next few days for sure. Monday and Tuesday, and then even Wednesday, we might get a huge run up. And then I'm expecting I'm expecting the floor to be pulled out from under us, guys. I don't expect us to keep going up. I expect the seasonality weakness to come in September into October, early November, and then from November through December, we should have that market rally back to the end, right? Of the year. So with that being in mind, I'm bullish until the Fed cut and Fed decision. That day I'm gonna be very patient, wait for the great pullback. I believe it's gonna come, might even not come until Thursday or even Friday. Maybe the rug gets pulled under us Friday, right? And it's just a bloodbath on Friday into Monday. Usually sometimes that's how that happens too. So but with this series on Sundays, I just want to go over how I look at the charts and how I create my plan, which I'm actually going to just be able to write down also ideas that I have going into next week, wherever my pen decided to go. All right, where's that pen? Pen is gone. All right, so my pen disappeared on me, but I got a marker. Let's go ahead and just run that. So I'm gonna go ahead and shorten myself here. No, it's not what I wanted. There we go. Bingo. All right, guys. So, what do we want to do here? So, let's go ahead and I got my list that I usually look at. Here's the list. And the reason why I stick to these guys is because their options are lucrative. There's a lot of volatility there, and it's easy for me to get in and out. I don't always like I love to market in and market out, but if the stock doesn't allow it and the spread's too wide, then it's a tougher play. Sometimes I don't even play it at that point. But that's just kind of a general idea, and those are the ones I'm gonna go through now until I get more people subscribed and more people, and we can all start talking about what are you looking at and focused on this upcoming week, right? So for now, we have what we have. So this is and I'm gonna go ahead and get us ready for the actual just quick, open, right? I'm an open player. So we got the 2 to 5, the 2 minute, the 5 minute, the 15, 30, 1 hour, and daily, right? Okay, so here's Apple. Apple, it's decent. I would like for it to have consolidated more. Honestly, we do have a good 5 minute chart on Apple. So and into the 30 minute because we're both really close to the Big Daddy 200 and on the hour. So honestly, for the last like what 2 weeks, we've been stuck in this price range on Apple from 225 to 217, 216. So if we can get above 225, if it pushes off, if we get a great start on Monday morning or a gap up for Apple on Monday morning, I believe that will be a great position to go long. I do want it to be above the 225 mark if we get a gap up. If we have the morning push up into this 200, I would be very cautious. But if we have a gap up above it, then I would say we're all good to go. But if we have a push up into it into the morning, I think that could cause some problems. So Apple for sure on the radar because of the 5 minute. I like how the 5 minute is really close to this 200 moving average, right? So Apple's on our watch list. See what AMD. AMD's kind of already ran. So Uh, it was pretty. What's this? 152 down to 150, 153 to 150. It's in this range. The 200 moving average is still curling up on the 2 minute and the 5 minute. So, I mean, I would just play this long, but I wouldn't expect any crazy moves. And I would maybe expect the weekly move to be up to 159, possibly. Um, I mean, 50 to 52. I guess it's possible, right? AMD could have some moves. So here's also how I build my list, right? I build my list. The first part of the list is the market prep before, and then the second part of the list is news that happens in the morning, right? Anything that happens and takes off in the morning, that gets its own special list. So I'm watching both sides of the spectrum from what I know was going to have a good opportunity to move, and then what it is having a good opportunity to move, right? You just want to be prepared because if there's no news, you at least want to know what was in a good spot to have a move, right? So AMD, it can take a back burner. Uh, I like more a little Amazon than AMD, but Amazon itself, it's also not screaming to me too much because I am bullish and the 2 minute just got under the 200. So I would wait at least for the 2 minute to get above 200 on the 2 minute chart before I got bullish on Amazon, right? Um, I don't really like Amazon. It's not looking too good. ARM also did one of those ridiculous moves right off the open on Friday, kind of chilled out. The 2 minute is still kind of pushing up pretty far. Hmm, I would say this is a wait and see. This is it not everything is going to be a golden opportunity, and I like to look for really good compressed moves or compressed consolidated moves, and then I'm trying to find that push, right? Because look, yesterday that arm that was consolidated on the 2 minute for sure before it got pushed up and made that move on Friday, right? Avogo, Avogo is kind of already gone a little bit. Um, yeah, it would have been good to get an Avogo towards the end of the day, on Friday. But Avogo, not really a good candidate yet right now. Boeing's been just getting beat up. Boeing also already at the lows. I mean, if I wouldn't even touch this for the long term right now, guys, to be honest. I wouldn't even touch this for the long term. Yeah, it keeps making lower lows. I would just wait. I mean, it is getting extended on the daily. We are getting pretty extended for sure to the downside. But before I would want this to reclaim the 8 moving average on the daily before I even got bullish in Boeing. So not gonna take a trade there. Let's see what coin is doing. Coin is looks like it's trying to come back on the 30 and 1 hour and the daily. The 2 minute just gave up though already, and then the 15 and 30 minute could easily give up also. So if we have a downtrending market this week because of the rate cut decision, I see coin being damaged. I see coin testing back these lows right here of what is this? The low of 146. So from 163, that's a good move. Back into this 146 range. I could see that happening and being like a double bottom to get ready into October, November, right? Um, but still kind of extended. If it has a gap up into this area and it gives me a nice demon candle from the 200 moving average, I'll take that short for sure. I think that's a good short. Let's see what we got. Gold is just moving, man. Gold is up there. It's telling Bitcoin to Bitcoin to sit on the back burner for now. It is still saying I am the most important asset, right? Um, it's like I said, this one's also too extended. We're kind of seeing that with the overall market, right? So just be careful going long. I think we can find some long opportunities like Apple. If Apple gives us that nice long, the whole market will go up, right? These other stocks might not give us much, but if Apple moves that 2-3%, that'll be the SPY moving and probably the SPY getting to all-time highs, right? Let's see what we got for Google. Google decent, still also extended. Google did a pretty nice move on Friday as well. It is coming up to that 30-minute 200 moving average and on the daily, right? So I would be cautious to go long on this anymore. This is something you could also consider to take a short all the way down to back to the 148s. Uh, if we see some sign of weakness and rejection, right? I'm liking that too. JP Morgan. JP Morgan is already under pressure. Yes, yes. This is pretty good pressure. Um yeah, for the 15, I mean, if we break that 200 level, yeah, if we break the 200 level, it is on. We might can go to what? What's the low here? 190? If we break 200, we can go to 190 easily. Um I guess yeah, banks aren't gonna like when the actually official rate cut, right? So this is I do like that the 2 minute has gotten close. This is a good trade. JP Morgan. JP Morgan and Apple so far for the list, right? Go ahead and remember to take notes and in the morning revisit the idea, see what's going on, see if they got any more news or anything else to give them that extra boost. But I like into this JP Morgan short for sure. If the 200 if it messes with this 200 EMA and gets rejected and pushed down, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna for sure watch it. Maybe 200 gives out and we go to 190. So definitely on the radar. Let's see what we got for McDonald's. I believe McDonald's was still kind of making a move upward. Yeah, McDonald's is still moving upward. I think though on the actual um yearly chart, yeah, so this is going to be kind of an interesting play because this is your weekly chart for the year. You opened up if you had McDonald's at the start of the year, that was at 295. Now, all year you sat through all of this and got demolished and hurt, and now you're back at that same value, right? So, what can we see? Maybe we do see it take out all highs, but then if we do see it take these highs right here, that might be a peekaboo high. Really, it might. And as soon as people start selling this, if you collected the dividends, right, the 4%, 5%, whatever, as soon as it starts moving and you're gone. There's no reason to be collecting the dividends when the move can easily take out all of the hard earned, I guess holding the entire year. So I'm very skeptical right now with McDonald's, not seeing how Meta right back up to the top. Meta honestly the two that can take the market to the next move, next higher, if we want to get that uh new high on the market, hey, Meta and Apple, right? Meta's been strong the whole time. Apple is showing some strength lately. It's been consolidating. It's been consolidating. That's what's going on with Apple. Apple's consolidating to where if it gets a move up, the whole market will go up. Meta is strong. Meta's been having a great year. Let's see how Meta's year has been turning out. So, like, yeah, if you started off Meta in the beginning of the year, you're down here. So, I see no reason for people to sell it yet until we get the last push at the end of the year, and then that's when they really take their profits. And then the start of next year, I don't know if I would want to be holding on to Meta because Meta might come back down to 326, 327. Honestly, really fast. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? All speculation here. Um, Microsoft. Microsoft also had a great Friday. That switched really quick. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Um, Microsoft had a good Friday for sure. Uh, that was a nice, huge move. You definitely got paid there. Um, nothing that I can see right now. I want it to be closer to the 200 moving average. I would stay away from Microsoft. MSTR also a very very solid move. I would wait first to the 138 where I would consider jumping back into MSTR. Micron. Micron is kind of getting a top here. Yeah, it made this nice move. It's holding up. It still looks good. It still looks strong, right? And we reclaimed the 8 moving average on the daily. So what is the 20 moving average on the daily is 95. So we might and then 95 would bring you to the 1 hour 200. So we could have a push to 95. I would wait a little bit though. This is where you would have wanted to catch it, where it had this, where look at how in this chart right here, how nicely it's going back and forth through the 200. That's just the consolidation. That's it consolidating with the 200 the entire time, and then finally gets that boost off of it, and then boom, we get the big spread, right? That would have been something to catch early in the morning, and it would have paid beautifully. Um, let's see what else we got. Netflix. Netflix also making a run back to its yearly highs. Netflix, I can see also dragging the market up for sure. Yep, Netflix really trying to get pushed back to its all-time highs. So if the market hits all-time highs, I think Netflix will be taking part in that as well. So that's another trade we can look at on the list. But I don't like how it's extended, right? Remember, I was telling you guys the extension off of I guess it did catch up. It did kind of catch up. Friday was a good move, was a strong move, but the 200 moving average, it stayed there. So I would like for the 5 minute to get closer to it, but it could push up again before. Yeah, it could push up even more. It could even gap up pretty high. If it gaps up and I see it, as soon as I see a demon candle come through, I'm gonna take that. Um, Nvidia. Nvidia has reclaimed its 30-minute and its 1 hour, which is something that we saw with Google and Apple there. Apple's struggling. He's getting there. Apple's on it. Google didn't make it right, and Meta was over it. So we're seeing those names have strength, right? So if we're getting to these new highs, I could see those getting to the new highs. I do like what Nvidia did actually. Actually, Nvidia is on the list. Yes, Nvidia is on the list. What did it do Friday? Nothing. Look at this high 119, 117, bouncing in this zone, consolidating. Price is getting compressed, means we're gonna have a big move in a direction. So Nvidia, I love it. I haven't traded Nvidia in a while because it did not meet the criteria. Yes, it made some nice moves back here. I did not take part of those. I had other trades on, but Nvidia is setting up well. Let's see what we got for Qualcomm. I mean, it's showing now some strength, right? It still has a lot of resistance at the daily, though. I would be very cautious with this one just because it has so much resistance up here. Possibly would take this short. But this one I don't know. The 5 minutes it's playing along nicely on the 5 minute chart, so we'll have to see how well that. Oh wait, I was back here. Okay, never mind. So we're extended on the 5 minute. Decently though, not by too much. Yeah, I would wait on Qualcomm. I wouldn't be crazy to jump in. Starbucks did a lot of consolidating actually on Friday. How do I feel about Starbucks? It's a tough call. That is a really big tough call. Starbucks is just did it make it over its weekly? Let's see. It did. It closed above its weekly. That's huge. That is huge. Uh can it stay there? Honestly, if it gets above 100, this might go. This might go. It might consolidate and push, but we got the meetings coming up. So if we do get a quick all-time high in a reverse, Starbucks is at these highs where I don't know. Cuz yeah, they got a new CEO, right? That's good. I love it. But if you were in for the last year of Starbucks, if you were in this, you now just became profitable because you were getting your butt handed to you all year long, right? So what are hedge funds gonna do? You're gonna drop the ones that you don't want, and then they'll honestly pick it up. Probably this could get easily dropped, and then I could see them. I want to see it come back down to the $80. I think if you get to the $80 point, that is a long-term buy for sure. If we through these next 2 months get some crazy volatility to the downside, if Starbucks hits 81 to 85 to 81, that's a buy for the long term because next year is going to be even better. This year they took it on this year they took a little bit of a beating. This is this year. That was that last year. I think we should have a good year for them coming up soon, especially since with this new CEO and everything he's doing, and his following. He just has a bigger following, right? A lot of people support what he's doing. SMCI. Uh, This looks decent. This looks decent. I do like that it's consolidated on that 200 there. It has some room to the upside. What's this? This is 498. So yeah, that's about $50, right? 40 to $50, which is a pretty good move. We consolidated towards the 200 moving average towards the end of Friday. If we get a nice, good, strong push off the two for SMCI, I can see that going to the top. This will not make the list on Monday. This will not make the list on Tuesday, Wednesday, sometimes Thursday, and mostly I'm watching this on Friday. 'Cause the options are just too expensive, especially if you're trying to build a small account portfolio. Um, Sometimes you should just stay away from it, which is not something I consider a lot, but when you learn how to manage the risk on Fridays, you can handle it. But not something for beginners. Do not recommend it at all. SPY, our baby SPY. Yeah, so SPY is coming back up to that all-time high. What, 65 something? 565? Yeah, 565. Yeah, just a huge, strong. Oh man, that's powerful, right? So I wonder where this candle could start. Honestly, if we start on Monday, no, Monday and Tuesday, we get a shot to like 570 or 575, right? And then the rest of the week, you get a strong negative reversal. That could be setting up for a nice play. Nice play. So SPY is definitely on the watch. It's consolidating. I don't like how it's gotten away from the five chart for too long. So if we get a dip down here in the early open on Monday, for whatever reason, whatever news, I would take that back to the upside. If we get a dip down on Monday for sure, because of whatever happened over the weekend, whatever news, whatever they're gonna try to tell us and feed us, take that, buy it, take it back to all-time highs. That is what I will be doing. This is not financial advice. Do do, do it as you will. Tesla, Tesla consolidated really well on Friday, right? That is just a straight consolidation move. I am interested in Tesla. Tesla will also be on watch tomorrow. If we can get through that 235 mark, we can get back up to like 250 easily, 240, 250. It can get up back in there. And if the market needs a rally, Tesla, I believe, will take a part in it. Oh, Tesla, yeah. If you had Tesla shares since the beginning of the year, you are down, right? So what are hedge funds going to probably maybe consider? They could consider getting rid of it when it hits that 250 mark again, as you saw it happened here. We got this huge indecision candle up here. And then we got a lot of selling pressure that came through bull stride. But as you could see, as we got up to these highs, you had the bears just step in and they knew, you know. Now, did those bears pick it up down here? and we might not see the same pressure over here, possibly. Do we maybe see it go up above it and then also retrace back and catch, and the 200 moving average catches it again? I could see that happening, and then into next year, it could start off around the 230 mark, going up to, all-time highs next year. Tesla might have its year next year. Who knows? Uber. Uber's strong. That's a nice candle right there. That's some strength. I like it. We are above everything for now. Too extended, I would just wait. But we did have a huge gap up on Friday, and it held it really well, right? So um, maybe if you see some momentum in this, you could take it. Might not be a bad idea. And last but not least is that Walmart. So with Walmart, all-time highs, right? I think over and over and over again on all, yeah. Well, oh man, that was juicy. Such a strong candle right here to all-time highs for Walmart. Definitely should have had this on watch. Wow. I remember looking at it as it's already up here at 78 and just thinking to myself, wow, that was the trade. Um, is what it is. And look, Walmart's a perfect example. People who have this in their portfolio right now are going to be holding on to it to the end of the year because you just want to make sure you benefit off that tax, right? You want to hold it long term past the 30, past the year mark so that you can get that 20% bracket. So yeah, I can see this. I can see this also pulling back in back to 773 and then ripping to 85, 85 100, 85 90, right? With Black Friday being around the corner, right? In the holiday season. Walmart is not, this story's not over for Walmart. So we'll be waiting for that pullback, right? To grab it, capture it, and hold some long-term options into the holiday, into February to sell. But anyways, that's it for this. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. This is going to be a new Sunday talk prep market review. I hope you guys found some value in the stocks that I reviewed. And maybe next time you guys will be here on stream to give me the stocks you're looking at. I can break it down, give an analysis on it, and we can go from there. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.